What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of KozMatt's Wrestling Recap. Let's get right into a very entertaining episode of Monday Night Raw that saw some great wrestling. What did you think of the show, Matthew?
Definitely a good show, especially 2 weeks out from SummerSlam Payback. They haven't brought up Payback yet, and I was hoping for a little comic relief for that tonight, but we actually got none of it. But we did get a slow build towards Payback, but nothing was just announced ahead of the pay-per-view. No problem there. All right. No problem with the way they kick things off. Judgment Day coming out strong. Finn Balor, he actually wasn't in the group tonight. Damon Priest questioned whether Balor was, but nope, didn't see Finn Balor. JD McDonough comes out. This was interesting. Trying to give them a message from Finn Balor, but Rhea Ripley says they don't take orders from anyone who isn't in the Judgment Day. Sami Zayn comes out. Love this new storyline with Sami Zayn, especially just because him and Kevin Owens, they're both still the WWE Tag Team Champs, but Kevin Owens out with an injury keeps Sami Zayn fresh. Sami Zayn fighting up with JD McDonough. This was a pretty good altercation. I think they ended up making a match. First match of the night. Sami Zayn's injured elbow. He was cleared, but he still went out there. He was great selling the injury. He did take a W, which was quite smartly booked. But McDonough, what an opening start to his career on the main roster.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought this was a great way to open up the show, got the crowd on their feet. The crowd was okay tonight, nothing too special, but you know what? Sami Zayn and JD McDonough in the opener, I would love to see that again, and this is a potential rivalry that we could see building up towards Payback. So you know what? I'm here for it.
Potential Ivory for sure, man. I'm excited the way they're booking that, and I think they booked it very strong. And what they're booking next is our tag division. So we get Chad Gable first off versus Giovanni Vinci. Gunther comes out to the ring first, just basically reminiscing of how great his title reign is and how he's about 25 days away from becoming the longest reigning IC champ of all time. He takes on Chad Gable, who comes out, shoots a few shots on the mic. I don't mind these two on the mic. They both drop bombs, man. They're really good promowers, I guess you could say. But what a good match. It was Chad Gable and Giovanni Vinci. Gable took the W, and then Otis versus, who was it?
Otis, yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was really well booked. He's got some payback. Calling it payback with Chad Gable. We'll see. I hope they book it for payback. They're still going to kind of prolong it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But Gunther getting up Otis for that power slam, man, that was impressive.
Absolutely. He's so good in the ring, too. He really is.
Yeah.
Speaking of good in the ring, let's talk about these two. Kind of impromptu, but it's not like they haven't seen each other before. Drew McIntyre backstage, quick promo. You could tell that Dark Side Drew McIntyre wants to come out. Matt Riddle joins him and says, we're going to become a tag team and we're going to take on the Viking Raiders, which Drew supposedly accepts. And that was earlier on in the day. We showed that. Match is next. Riddle comes out. Viking Raiders do. Who's Riddle's partner? I was hoping LA Knight. Imagine the pop for that. But nope, out came Drew McIntyre. Totally, didn't guess that. Drew McIntyre, Riddle take the W. McIntyre hits a Claymore onto Eric, I believe it was. But this was a really good 10, 12-minute matchup. Gave them good TV time. Was hoping for a heel turn with Drew, but that didn't actually happen. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to slowly see the build of a heel Drew McIntyre.
I would love to see that, but I also have to give it to Matt Riddle for sure. He works well with whoever you put him in the ring with as a tag team. Just got great chemistry with whoever he's in the ring with. And you know what? Heel Drew McIntyre, I think it's going to be coming. And we'll have to see what they do with Matt Riddle. I'm excited to see what happens next.
No, I am too. Speaking of excited to see what happens next, Indy Hartwell, right? I'm excited to see what they have planned for her. She's very talented as she takes on the WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley. Big opening contest for Indy. Candice LeRae was in her corner. Dominic Mysterio was in Rhea's corner. I think Rhea attacked Candice LeRae earlier on in this match outside the ring and gave it to Indy Hartwell. Candice LeRae actually attacks Rhea Ripley afterwards after she beats Indy with a pretty clean W. Didn't expect a loss from Rhea there. That would have been quite back
embarrassing. Yeah,
backpedaling there. Good. This women's division's feeling good. I'm feeling it. Indy Hartwell, hopefully Candice LeRae, and maybe we'll see a return of another former fellow for those two. NXT days, man.
Talking about the women's division, can we talk about the women's tag division with Chelsea Green tonight, man? She was just hilarious backstage.
So what is it? Yeah, go for it.
saying that she was going to have auditions for her new tag team partner as Sonya Deville is recovering from an ACL injury. So we wish her a speedy recovery. But just talking to Adam Pearce backstage, Adam Pearce saying he wanted basically none of it, looking all fed up. And who comes? Piper Niven, man, saying that she's Chelsea's new partner, and I guess they're the new women's tag team champions.
Yep, attacking Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. That was very interesting. Good way to put all those women on TV time. That was well booked. But let's talk about what was, I guess you could say it was well booked. Some people may not be happy with the ending, but I think this match really did it for me. Up the antics. Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus. This match ended up going out everywhere. Ended in a double count out. Actually, they started fighting in the crowd. Stark actually appeared to lend Trish a hand, but it definitely, I think, deflated the crowd a little bit. They were super dead after this. I think they were just ready to go home. I don't know. The crowd just was super dull tonight, but a double count out. Thank God they went into the crowd because that's when it got a little rowdier compared to when they were in the ring. This crowd sucked all night, but can't, just surprising for a crowd in Canada. Double count out. Hopefully they prolong this to Payback. I'm assuming inside maybe a steel cage. I think that's where they're going to go, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, steel cage, Hell in a Cell. Give us some sort of stipulation on it for sure. And I'm very curious to see who's going to pick up the victory, either Becky or Trish. I'm still 50-50 on that matchup.
I am too. 50-50 for sure. Speaking of 50-50, let's go into our main event. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't have either been happy or sad to see either men win or lose this match. It could have been Cody that won or lost. It could have been Finn that won or lost. Cody ended up taking a W. Really good match. Dominic Rhea showed up ringside to provide kind of a distraction. Priest showed up after the break, but Rhodes ended up taking him and Balor out, basically, with a well-done suicide dive. Ref, I think, catches Dominic trying to pass a chair to Finn Balor in the ring when Priest tries to slide in the briefcase. Then Rhodes actually caught up to everything and used it to get a win with a little distraction from Judgment Day 2 other Judgment Day members. Solid main event. Sami Zayn showing up. Quick bonus to that, but they ended up just throwing Sami Zayn through a table. I think it was Finn Balor who hit a coup de grace onto Cody Rhodes. This was cool. Judgment Day wanted to wreak havoc. They promised that, and that they did, and they are back on top of the division. They're going to prolong this Finn Balor-Damian Priest feud.
Yeah, I love this main event for real. I thought it was a great way to cap off the show. It set up some really good things. I think we're going to see Damian and Cody at Payback as a matchup, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with the Judgment Day. Finn Balor not looking like a happy camper with his fellow teammates, looking like he's going to side with JD McDonough, so we're just going to see.
Everything is being booked properly. A quick segment with Shinsuke and Seth. Seth accepting basically a challenge in a match with Shinsuke. I'm assuming that's going to be a payback, but Raw really killed it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wish the crowd was a little bit better, but
yeah, I do too.
Overall, a good show. Let us know what you guys thought about the show. Always like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you Saturday with a SmackDown recap. Until then, peace out.
Peace.
This has been KozMatt. Thanks for watching.